when lean initiatives are leaking money through a hidden drain. It's called psychological friction. You standardize the work. You document the best method. You roll it out. And your top talent, the people you need most, quietly start working around it. Not because they're lazy, not because they don't get it, because you just took something from them and nobody said it out loud. Here's what's actually happening. That veteran operator, 15 years on the line, doesn't read your standard work instruction as a better way to do the job. He reads it as someone telling him his way was wrong the whole time. His intuition, his shortcuts, his feel for the machine, that's not just a skill to him. That's his identity. That's what makes him the guy everyone goes to when something breaks. And now there's a laminated sheet on the wall that says, "Do it this way." Every time, no exceptions. To him, that's not process improvement. That's a demotion disguised as a document. There's a newer layer to this in 2026, and it's making the resistance worse. Workers today aren't just worried about a checklist. They're watching automation and AI show up everywhere else in their lives, and they're asking a much bigger question. If my job gets reduced to a data point, am I next? So when Lean shows up talking about standardization, tack time, and eliminating variation, even if that's not your intent, it can sound like the opening chapter of how we made this job replaceable. You're not just fighting resistance to a new work instruction, you're fighting a much older fear being made obsolete. Here's the gap that kills most Lean deployments. You, as the leader, see a more efficient step, fewer defects, less variation, a safer, more predictable process. They see the death of their craft. Same change. Two completely different stories running in two completely different heads. And if you only ever talk about your story, the efficiency story, you will never win over the person living in their story. So here's the fix, and it's simpler than most people make it. Standard work was never supposed to be a cage. It's supposed to be a floor. The baseline everyone can count on, so the best people have a stable platform to build improvement on top of. That only works if you make one thing explicit. The standard is the starting point for their input, not the end of it. Ask the veteran operator to help write the standard. Let them own the next revision. Give them the language to say this is the current best known way, until we find a better one, and I'm the one who gets to propose it. That's the difference between control being taken from them and control being handed to them in a new form. So here's my question for you, and I want you to actually answer it in the comments. When you've seen Lean stall out in your plant, was it more a fear of the unknown, or was it a perceived loss of autonomy? Tell me which one you're seeing right now. It changes how you fix it.